What's up, Adventure fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about some of the most shocking things people have seen on a cruise ship. So 3 days ago I was searching Reddit for something interesting and I came across a post that said, what is the most shocking thing you have ever seen on a cruise? And it got me thinking, that is an amazing video. Let's go through the comments. We're going to go through them live and we're going to react to them. So let's go. Alright, so the way we're going to do this is we have a random wheel here with all of the different comments from that Reddit post about the shocking moments. They're going to randomly come up and we are going to react to them in the moment. So without further ado, let's get started. Drop a like for this video, hit the subscribe button, and let's roll. Alright, here's the first one. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. What's the first shocking moment? Shocking moment from AGZ723. 70 plus rooms burned due to a tossed cigarette. Nearly had to evacuate. Spent like 12 hours in the muster station. 2006 Star Princess fire between Grand Cayman and Jamaica. On the plus side, the cruise was free. So here's where I guess 70 plus rooms burned, and this is exactly why they ban things like cigarettes on cruise ships, so these kinds of things can't happen. I mean, talk about ruining your cruise. I guess if you're not one of those 70 rooms, that's crazy, right? To be a part of a fire on a cruise ship, and then you got it for free, so I guess that's a nice side, but holy moly. All right, moving on. Let's go. Alright, shocking moment. Let's go. Here we go. Shocking moment number 2. Let's see what we got. Oh, this one looks good. Alright, from Comprehensive 85882. Watched a harbor pilot. If you don't know what that is, it's somebody that kind of pilots the boat while they're kind of going in and out of dock there, I think. So, watched a harbor pilot take a propeller blade through the chest and die on the way out of Kauai. Oh my God, he was jumping across the pilot boat to go home, fell in the water, and when the boat tried to back up to get him, they caught him. Pretty grisly way to go. Oh my gosh, could you imagine that? One, so tragic, and two, could you imagine witnessing something like that on a vacation? Oh my goodness gracious. I would say that's shocking. What about you? No. Holy. Alright, let's see what we got. I'm going to start removing the comments so we don't get them again if that happens. So let's see. Oh, this looks like a long one. Dice Teach. On our first Carnival cruise, the waiters would often do these little performances at dinner time. Yep, they sometimes do. That involve standing on a table and dancing or clapping. The one drunk guy decides to join. Always the one drunk guy. Climbs up on the table with a young woman and starts grinding. Management quickly gets involved and starts gesturing at him to get down. He turns down their offers of assistance, jumps down, and promptly slips and bangs his head on the way down. He was out for about a minute and they had to tend to him medically. Oh my gosh, I guess that's karma for him. Somebody was having a good time. I can tell you one thing, that guy's got a memory for life. Holy moly. Imagine being there with your kids and just witnessing something like that. That's interesting. That's funny. He won't forget that, that's for sure. Alright, let's see what other shocking moments people have had. Oh man, this is fun. I like this kind of video. Here we go. Apprehensive Cat 14. Two overweight Alright. First of all, well, they gotta be Americans, okay? Okay, I know we don't have the best diets. Two overweight Americans had a food fight in the buffet. Oh, of course they did. Over who got the last donut. Started grabbing all the desserts and throwing them at each other. Oh my gosh, you can't make this stuff up. This is exactly why I love Reddit. You get to hear stories that you just wouldn't know about. Oh my, could you imagine being in the dining room and they started a food fight? Holy moly. Over donuts. No, so they were hungry. Leave them alone. Alright, next comment. Here we go. Rail 78. On my very first cruise, we were a couple of hours late leaving Miami, and by the time we did, a couple of guys had been arrested and hauled off the ship by the police for fighting. Yes, it was Carnival. Now, isn't that something? My first thought before I even get to that comment was, I bet this was on a Carnival ship. It's just that rap that Carnival has with these fights. I mean, imagine you paid all this money to go on this cruise. You spent time, money, energy, and everything to get there, and then 2 hours in, you're already arrested. Unbelievable. They probably deserved it. Should have sailed on Royal. Just saying. Alright, here we go. It's this one. Pilo to Plarero. Top 1% comment. What's this one? Big brawl in the middle of the atrium. 15 to 20 people fist fighting and screaming with people from decks above cheering them on and throwing their drink glasses at the people below. It doesn't say, but I'm guessing Carnival. I mean, leave your comments down below. You think this is Carnival? Where did this happen? I'm guessing Carnival. Holy moly. To make it worse, they were throwing drink glasses at these people? Crazy. You just never know what you're going to come across with a cruise. Alright, next. This is fun, guys. I love this kind of video. Oh, here we go. Alright. We've got Fuse Guy 2366. Small thing. Alright. But I saw a woman take an individually plated dessert at the buffet, take a bite, decide she didn't like it, then put it back. Oh my god, if you ever been on a cruise, they usually have like this entire buffet table full of like desserts, cheesecakes, pies, whatever, right? A bunch of different stuff. And they're all on individual plates. So what he's saying is they took a bite, didn't like it, and put it back on the actual buffet. Oh my gosh. Wasn't two overweight Americans, was Oh my lord. Here we go. That was a dumb comment. The Americans would have eaten it. Here we go. Oh, it's two of them. Let's see. It's just me there. My experience is learning the ship's interior walls are very thin, and listening to the squeaky mattress and the neighbors moaning was quite an unexpected afternoon surprise. I'm not going to get into that. You can kind of use your imagination. Why'd they put two here? The comment underneath. We had neighbors who only did it with SpongeBob in the background. I'm 100%. Oh, who's the man who lives under the sea? SpongeBob. Is that how the song goes? I've never actually seen SpongeBob, but oh my god. Yeah, the walls on the cruise ships can be pretty thin, so be wary. Be wary. I've never stayed in an inside cabin, but I imagine you can hear quite a bit. Oh, this is a long one. Holy moly. Alright. Oh, I can't even see this. Alright, it says, I was told by the hotel manager on a cruise he'd finished for the night. I'm going to read this real quick. But then he got to service. A wife was looking for her husband who wasn't at the bar she had left him at. He goes to security to play back, and the wife sees her husband leaving the bar with another woman, going to her room. Manager goes to the room, knocks on the door. The woman answers and says, I need to speak to the husband. Husband comes out and is now worried that his wife knows. Manager tells him that he needs to get back to his wife now. What he tells her is his problem, but don't be loud. Oh my god. So essentially what they're saying is this woman lost her husband at the bar, couldn't find him. Security cameras say that he went to another woman's room. That's where they found him, and the manager basically said, don't care what you tell your wife, just don't be loud about it. Holy moly. Well, I don't know if they're still married, but yeah, don't do that if you're going on a cruise, or off a cruise for that matter. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Holy moly. Sorry guys, I couldn't see that very well. That was a long one. These big ones don't show up very well. Let's see. There's another big one. Alright, this one's good. I had someone on a Carnival cruise, again, Carnival, literally fall out of a bathroom stall and puke on me. Oh, oh my god. I think I would puke if that happened. About a year ago on a Holland America cruise, we were in the theater waiting for a show to start when everyone on the opposite side of the theater started screaming. A lady on one of those motorized scooters accidentally hit the power instead of the brake and literally propelled herself from the theater down multiple flights of stairs while still on the scooter. Oh my god, I don't mean to laugh, but I'm just picturing this. It was so sad, and yes, she was badly injured, but it's crazy to see the scooter flying through the air. And thank God it didn't land on anyone in the audience, but on the stairs. Someone said she was trying to park it at the top and accidentally hit the power. Oh, I mean, my gosh, I can imagine. That's got to hurt so bad. And I don't mean to laugh. It's just, as you read these things, I certainly wouldn't laugh in the moment, but reading the comment, oh my gosh, I just... Yeah, this is a shocking moment. This qualifies as a shocking moment if you're on a cruise, if I might say so myself. All right, let's see what else there is. Oh my lord. Here we go. Oh, here we go. One time I saw people in the bar after 11 p.m. on a Viking cruise. I think Daily Bread's trying to make a joke here, meaning Viking cruises are usually for, I don't want to say older people, but people that don't necessarily go out to the bars and party at night. And I think they're making a joke that they saw somebody at the bar after 11 p.m. on a Viking cruise. That's a good one. That's a good one, Daily Bread. I love it. All right, let's see what's next. Got a few more here. Oh, is this one we already read or no? I don't know. On a cruise out of Miami, a European family came out to the pool as the ship was sailing away. The kids, probably 5 and 7, got completely naked and were running around and then got in the pool with nothing on. My own kids were like, "Mom, what?" And the staff came out and asked the parents to kindly put some clothes on. I know nudity is very... Oh my gosh. Yeah, and that's one thing about, obviously Europeans are a little different in terms of kind of, it's just a different cultural thing, but certainly on a cruise ship you would imagine that they would know enough to put their kids in clothes. Holy moly. Kids will be kids. Kids will be kids. All right, here we go. What's the next one? Nope, let's see what this one is. Looks like a 2-liner. It was the most bizarre thing I'd ever experienced. I walked into the casino, and when I left a half hour later, I was missing $400. Oh, Faulknerius Rex. We've all been there, my buddy. We've all been there. Oh my gosh. That's obviously him saying that he lost a lot of money in the casino. Oh my gosh. Hopefully you got some cruise points out of it. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh. What's this one? Oh, this is the same one. 70 plus rooms. We didn't remove that one. My bad. Oh, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. I think this is so funny. Not me, but my mom. On the MSC Melody, and they were attacked by Somali pirates. Her cabin was shot up. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody can somebody leave the comment down below if the MSC Melody really did get shot up like that by Somali pirates? Oh my god. Could you imagine being on a cruise and getting attacked by Somalis? I mean, I guess not Somalis, but pirates, I should say. Clarify that, but holy... I don't know if that's true or not. Let me know down below. That would be shocking, though. That's for certain. Certain? Certain. What's this one? I was at the line at the buffet. Oh, here we go. Another buffet one. I love the food ones. They're so funny. I was in line at the buffet. A woman cut in front with her husband. A woman cut in front with her used plate of food and put the extra back in the food bin because it should not go to waste. I was shocked. Needless to say, I told the line person what happened, and they had to replace the trays of food. Oh my gosh. So what they're saying is, like, when you're on a cruise, if you've never been, there's like buffet lines, right? And if you get mac and cheese, she scooped the rest of her mac and cheese back in because she didn't want it and she didn't want to waste it. Oh my gosh. What is wrong with people? Sometimes I worry about humanity. All right, here we go. We rescued 6 people from a yacht that sank a few hours later. That's crazy. This happens more often than you think, where cruise ships rescue different groups of people, and it's kind of I believe it's a maritime law that they actually have to, when they see another vessel in distress, they actually have to, whether it's a raft floating or an actual boat, they have to pull over and help. And so it sounds like that's what they did here, where they rescued 6 people from a yacht. Man, that's crazy. I've never been a part of anything like that where they've had to actually, thank goodness, right? I mean, nobody wants to be a part of it, but cray cray. I think we only got one more because I think I forgot to take one out. So this might be the last one. Yeah, this one we already did. We're going to remove this one. I think that's the long one. Yeah. All right, last one. What's this one? I don't know if this is new or if we've already done it. So let's see. Embarkation on our 8-day Royal Caribbean Alaskan cruise out of Vancouver. We had literally just boarded the ship and we're waiting on an elevator. Elevator door opens up and out comes 2 EMTs with a body on a gurney wrapped in a sheet. Not the best way to start a cruise. I'm not sure why they didn't pick a more discreet way to remove the remains of the ship from the ship. My wife and I were pretty rattled. My dad was supposed to go with us on the cruise, but he unexpectedly passed away a few weeks before. I will say Royal Caribbean was incredible about giving us full refunds for his cruise and airfare, even though was outside the term. Oh my God! Could you imagine getting on a cruise? You say Royal Caribbean, you're going and you get a slice of Sorrento's pizza because that's what everybody does when they first get on. You're walking around, you're like, I'm gonna go check out the elevator. Go boom, and they're bringing off a dead body. Oh, that is not a good way to start the cruise. But sounds like they did him a good solid though for his own issue a few weeks ago or a few weeks prior to that with his father. So that's awesome, which is why we love Royal. But holy moly, that's pretty shocking to see a dead body being rolled off on a gurney. So, all right, well, that's going to do it. I hope you guys had so much fun going over those comments. I had a blast doing that. I want to do this again. If you guys got any shocking stories or anything like that, send them our way. Send them down below in the comments. But that was awesome. That was fun. Let me know how you thought about that. And look, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Drop a like if you thought this was a pretty cool video where you get to hear some pretty shocking stories. And we're going to see you guys in the next video. Peace!